I want to share with you another resource that you can take a look at that's related to drought. And this is at the U.S. Drought Monitor and at the National Drought Mitigation Center in Lincoln, Nebraska. And you can access this web page by typing in Drought.gov. So Drought.gov. And after a couple seconds, you should see this web page that has the map of the U.S. Drought Monitor, and it's a colorful map, and this is updated every week. And the nice thing about it, it's you can zoom into your area and down to the state level. So let's look at New Mexico. So as you notice here, this is the latest on August 19th. So just click on New Mexico, and it'll update the map. It'll zoom in one level, and click again, and then it'll show you. Again. Okay, so here's the western US, and you keep clicking again, and then finally you'll get to New Mexico. Okay, so this is a map that shows you the drought monitor levels, and it's ranked by intensity. So and it goes from D0 to D4, and the less intense drought is signified by the yellow D0, which is abnormally dry. This little tan colored is D1, is moderate drought, and this mustard color is D2, severe drought. The red is D3, extreme drought, and then the worst category of drought is this very dark red color, almost brown, D4, exceptional drought. So those are the 5 layers intensity levels of drought that the Drought Monitor uses. And this map is updated every week, and it shows the map with the counties and the colors. So you just go look at the map every week to see where you are and what level of drought category you are. What's nice about this web page, it also shows you some statistics, and the numbers are the percent areas of the state that are in the particular category. So if you look on this top row, there's the current, which is the latest date. And then it says the areas that are in no drought, which are the white areas on the map. So 2.63% of the state is in no drought. Those are the areas over here in Otero and over here in Chavez County. Those are without drought. The next category is what percent of the state is between D0 through D4. All of the different, so this is the area of the states that's in drought. As you can see, it's very high. So it's 97.37% of the state is in drought. So it's basically 100% minus this none. So that's what this number comes from. And then if you look at the next column here, this D1 through D4, that gives you the percent of the state within those 1, 2, 3, 4 different categories. And you go all the way to the D4. As you can see, the 0% of the state is in this exceptional drought. But if you can look at the current here, and you can look at what was it last week, what was it 3 months ago, what was it at the start of the calendar year, and what was it at the start of the water year, and then 1 year ago. So I like to look at those to see how drought has changed over time. As you can see, if you look at the D4, there was a time 3 months ago when there were 5.6% of the state was in that D4 category. And if you go back 1 year ago, almost 10% of the state was in that worst category of drought, D4. And if you're wondering, just to remind yourself, if you're wondering what the descriptions, what are the, how do they come up with these D levels, you can go up on the menu here, and you go under the About U.S. Drought Monitor, and go down to Classification Scheme. So you click there, and you go to that page. It'll tell you what you see, what do the drought colors mean, and then what are the. So here's a table that shows the D0 description of it and possible impacts, and then how it's actually derived, what variables are used to come up with the various levels. So it goes from D0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I like to think of it as percentiles. So if you look at some of these here, it gives you percentiles. So the D0 is ranked in the things like soil moisture is ranked in the 21st through the 30th percentiles. So if you get soil moisture that's very low and it fits within that, I would call it D0. And then if it's slightly less than 20 to 11, it would be classified as D1. And then if it's between 6th to 10th percentile, it's D2. And then if it's between 3 to 5 percentile, it would be D3. And then of course from 0, the worst, to the 2nd percentile would be D4. And you can look at things like the Palmer Drought Index, the moisture percent, the soil moisture, the stream flow percentiles, and this standardized precipitation index, SPI, and then this other one variable, the objective short and long-term drought blends, which includes a lot of different variables. So this is how the maps were created, by looking at the different impacts and then looking at the percentiles. So that's how it's objectively done. But there are some subjective things that are not included in these variables that we also do to find out what drought levels there are. So take a look at this every week to see where you are, and to look at the drought in your local area, and hopefully this will be very useful to you.